Yeah, peeps, me still a try if we get this thing sorted out properly.
Yeah, peeps, me still a try if we get this thing sorted out properly. Yeah, peeps, me still a try.
So that y'all can have a better footage. Now look on it on the next phone and I see it kind of blurry. Now check it on the next device. Y'all let me know in the comments like how it looked to y'all. Yeah? Yes, so the case hasn't started as yet. As you guys notice, it's gonna be at 4 p.m. So that would be 11 o'clock our time. Alright? So what I need to know, guys, I just need to know if y'all are hearing me properly and all of that, so that when everything come out, so the audio good. The picture quality will be good as soon as it starts. All right. All right, so let me know, even though it's a frozen screen because nothing, the case not start yet. Once it starts, it will start live streaming here. As you all know, because I watched the one from last month. What I need to know if this picture on your screen, if it's buffered properly, if you see it clear, or if it's blurred. Please let me know. All right, Javon, I see your comment. You're hearing clear. You say it's good. Selena Chisholm, you won't be seeing anything until 11 o'clock. That's when the live stream will start from the court hearing. All right. As you know, it's set up. I have to set up before it actually start. Makes no sense setting up when the live stream start. Alright, as you notice, this is the Privy Council site, the date, the 14th of March 2024. You see it's gonna be 4 p.m. and that's their time over in the UK. So it's 11 o'clock our time. So it's just a couple more minutes, guys. Alright. Yes, a shout out to Carleen Carey. Thanks for joining. Anna K. Wallace, Javon Brown, Selena Chisholm, Seymour Blackman, Anna K. Wallace again, Roy Brown, Hummingbird, Jamaica. Blessings everyone and thanks for joining. We start at 11 o'clock and that's the time when you know the case start. Alright? Blessings, Farrell Francis. Thanks for joining. Yeah, guys, so are you hearing the audio from the courtroom? Let me know. Seems you're getting set up.
Derek, while you're there, how does that sound at the back of the court? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. There's a slight ring in there. Yeah, slight ring. I'll bring it down a touch.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Instead of putting the chair back, sit in. That's turn to the side. So
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, yeah. It's right, yeah.
Yeah, guys, they must set up. I think the stream will come online shortly. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I'm there, man. There with Not sure what's happening, guys, but the stream cut off. May I check somebody else stream? Same thing happen over there. Okay, it hasn't started as yet. It's gonna start 11. It seems as if they were checking their mics and stuff like that, alright? So, yeah, they're gonna start at 11. Yeah, for those of you saying you're not seeing anything, the stream starts at 11 o'clock. The court case, the hearing per se, starts at 11 o'clock. So they were just testing their mics and stuff like that, getting hooked up. So at 11 o'clock, we should see the live feed from the courthouse. Yeah, guys, we're waiting for 11 o'clock for the case to start. But what y'all think about the whole situation? And I think Vibes Cartel are free, or y'all think it's gonna be a retrial? And okay, what is saying gonna be free. Okay. When looking at the case still of all these cases that I've seen that have gone to the Privy Council, the only reason the Privy Council takes some of these cases because them see where some did go wrong. And most of the time, majority of the time, the appellant normally walk free. You know, in some cases it end in a retrial, but most of the time them actually walk free. Because that's what the Privy Council is for. If them see where never they go wrong and the case they try good, then them wouldn't accept the case because there wouldn't be anything to try. Yeah, for this stream, I'm not sure if you can see it on your desktop or on your TV. Let me check that quickly, please. Because if not, with a 3 minutes, me now we can start it over for the TV and the desktops. However, YouTube said that vertical streaming was coming to TVs and to desktops, so you're supposed to be able to see it. I don't really know why you wouldn't be seeing it. Okay, maybe YouTube don't support think their phone don't support vertical streaming. I'm really sorry about that, you know. But yeah, as soon as 11 o'clock and the stream starts, then maybe you will see another channel where you can actually get to watch it with your phone. Alright? Really sorry about that. Okay, okay. I really do apologize for that. You know. I'm not sure. Let me check and see if there are any other channels that are, because me see Papa is streaming at the moment. Papa Newslink is streaming at the moment. And I think he has the link, but I don't think he has gone over to the JCPC site as yet. Maybe he's waiting for 11 o'clock. Otherwise from that, maybe you can check Guyana Uncut. They streamed it the last time. You know. Yeah, if you're not able to see the stream it at 11 o'clock, once it come on and you're not able to see it, then you know, I'm really sorry about that. Maybe you can check one of those channels. But this link, this stream is coming directly from the courthouse. Okay, okay. Yeah, I follow the Anthrax Media Mafia, Anthrax Mafia. Yeah, man, you know, the channel has very informative content. It's basically an educational channel, though everything about Jamaica, mostly history and culture. We go to like historical sites, find historical ruins in Jamaica and all of that. So streaming this is not really my regular content. However, this is something that is like one of the biggest case. This is a historical case. So, you know, I'm gonna stream it. Yeah, but otherwise from that I do historical content. I find a lot of great house ruins, plantation ruins in Jamaica. places that people wouldn't otherwise know exist on the island, due to the fact that people will most time get their degrees and stuff like that and go to Egypt or Mexico or Peru, to study their history over there. A history that is conflicting in every way possible, when there's so much in Jamaica that could be discovered. And I really wish more young people that really do what me I do, because at the moment, I not see no other channel in Jamaica do it, So I do vlogs, like I call them vlogumentaries, and also talking it and narrated videos, voiceover videos. Alright, let me see if the stream start. Let me just check directly on the site and see, because I'm not seeing it start here. Okay, I'm not seeing it streaming as yet. Them loading over there. So, yeah. Let me just refresh that. Paul Stevenson, greetings. Thanks for joining. Your coffee, blessings, man, and thanks for joining. Tavia Huggins. Alright, it seems them are going to start.
On telecommunications data which the police had obtained from Digicel, a communications provider.
Alright, guys.
The prosecution case was that the mobile phone evidence and telecommunications data, taken as a whole with Chow's evidence, proved the fact of the was inadmissible. Because it had been obtained in breach of the Interception of Communications Act and the fundamental right to the protection of privacy of communications guaranteed by the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms contained in the Jamaican Constitution. The judge admitted the evidence. He ruled that the data could be relied upon by the prosecution even if it had been obtained in breach of the Charter or the Interception of Communications Act. Over the course of a 64 pressure on them to reach a verdict. And thirdly, that the trial judge erred in admitting the telecommunications data because it had been obtained in breach of the Interception of Communications Act and the Charter. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council has unanimously concluded that the appeals should be allowed and the appellant's convictions should be quashed on the ground of juror misconduct, and that the case should be remitted to the Court of Appeal of Jamaica to decide whether to order a retrial of the appellants for the murder of Clive Williams. The board has considerable sympathy that the data was inadmissible because it had been obtained in breach of the Interception of Communications Act and the fundamental right to the protection of privacy of communications guaranteed by the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms contained in the Jamaican Constitution. The judge admitted the evidence. He ruled that the data could be relied upon by the prosecution even if it had been obtained in breach of the Charter or the Interception of Communications Act. Over the course of a 64-day trial, there occurred a series of incidents involving the jury. The jury was reduced to 11 members after a juror was discharged almost 8 weeks into the trial. On the final day of the trial, it was brought to the judge's attention that a member of the jury, who will be referred to as Juror X, had attempted to bribe other members of the jury. The judge questioned the jury forewoman, who stated that Juror X had offered bribes to each of the other jurors to acquit the appellants. The judge asked counsel for the prosecution and the defense if the trial could continue. It would not have been possible only to discharge Juror X, because under the Jury Act, a trial for murder cannot continue with fewer than 11 jurors. The judge decided to proceed with his summing up and gave a direction to the jury, reminding them of their function. The jury retired to consider its verdict at 3:42 p.m. The jury returned at 6:08 p.m. and by a majority of 10 to 1 convicted all 4 appellants of the deceased's murder. A 5th defendant was unanimously acquitted. Juror X was immediately arrested and was later convicted of attempting to pervert the course of justice. There was no evidence to connect his activities with the appellants. The appellants appealed against their conviction to the Court of Appeal of Jamaica, which dismissed their appeals. The Court of Appeal granted permission to appeal to the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council on 3 grounds, which were, first, that the trial judge failed properly to inquire into allegations of juror misconduct. Secondly, that the trial judge departed from standard practice in inviting the jury to retire to consider their verdict so late in the day, putting undue pressure on them to reach a verdict. And thirdly, that the trial judge erred in admitting the telecommunications data because it had been obtained in breach of the Interception of Communications Act and the Charter. The Judicial Committee of the Privy Council has unanimously concluded that the appeals should be allowed and the appellant's convictions should be quashed on the ground of juror misconduct, and that the case should be remitted to the Court of Appeal of Jamaica to decide whether to order a retrial of the appellants for the murder of Clive Williams. The board has considerable sympathy with the dilemma faced by the trial judge on the final day of a long and complex trial. Following the allegations of bribery, he had either to continue with the 11 remaining jurors or to discharge the jury. Despite this, the board considers that the approach taken by the judge was a material irregularity in the course of the trial, which makes it necessary to quash the convictions. This is for 3 reasons. First, the direction to the jury on the final day was inadequate to save the situation. The judge simply reminded the jury that they had sworn or affirmed that they would return verdicts in accordance with the evidence they had heard in court. The judge did not refer to the alleged bribery, of which, if the allegations were true, the jurors were already aware. Secondly, the trial continued with the allegedly corrupt juror serving as one of its 11 members. In the board's view, there should have been no question of allowing juror X to continue to serve on the jury. Allowing juror X to remain on the jury is fatal to the safety of the convictions which followed. It was an infringement of the appellant's fundamental right to a fair hearing under the Jamaican Constitution. Thirdly, the judge should have considered whether the remaining jurors might have become, consciously or unconsciously, prejudiced for or against one or more of the appellants as a result of juror X's behavior. For example, there was a danger that the attempted bribe could have made the other jurors overcompensate, consciously or unconsciously, if they assumed that the offer must have come from one of the appellants and that therefore they must be guilty. The judge took no account of this risk. The board is very mindful of the serious consequences which may flow from having to discharge a jury shortly before the end of a long and complex criminal trial. It is also very conscious of the danger of deliberate attempts to derail criminal trials by engineering situations in which it is necessary to discharge the jury. In England and Wales, there is legislation which allows a judge in certain situations to discharge a jury because of jury tampering and to continue the trial by judge alone. There is no such legislation in Jamaica. It follows that there will be occasions where, as in this case, a court will have no alternative but to discharge a jury and end the trial in order to protect the integrity of the system of trial by jury. In view of its conclusion on the issue of juror misconduct, the board holds that it is not necessary to express a concluded view on the other 2 grounds of appeal. For these reasons, the appellant's appeals should be allowed. The court is now adjourned.
Honestly, people, me not even understand what I mean by that. Them I will say court adjourned and just gone, you see me? But what they said, the appellant's appeal should be allowed. The court is adjourned and them leave. So I'm not sure what I mean by that. So we just have to wait and see when them return. I'm not sure when they will be back, what time, but I'll be sure to update you guys, alright? That I go on, what I go on. Easy man. So now go check our next site and see what I go on for the same thing over there too. Yeah guys, so it seems that's it for today. I'll be back whenever time this continues, alright? So y'all stay safe and thank you all for watching. It was really a pleasure having y'all here, yeah? I'm just a search to see. I go directly back on the site and see if them come up. Yeah, it would be fair for him to get a new trial. Like seriously. Isn't because whether or not this case is not being tried to say whether or not they are guilty. You know, whether I'm on guilty or not, you know, you have to make sure you try the case good. You know, because if the case wasn't tried good, that you know that can turn out in a walk free. You know. But anyway, guys, as I said again, thank you all for joining. It was really a pleasure having you all here. Alright? Y'all stay blessed. Elite out.